He's eating, he's sleeping, he's repeating. And guess what? This weird, stupid hat. Like Michael Jackson, everybody. Like this picture. But thanks for joining me. Hope you're all well. Yes. Don't worry about liking and subscribing. You know the deal. Donate to the Cash App. Be the first to do so. And we are doing it all month long. So here we go. Guilty Genius, Escaping Neverland. Never Ever Land. And that is for yours truly, the Real Rare Reviewer, and all you at home. So I have the lineup, everyone, for today, and we will be covering a lot of different array of things. I'm doing the question. It's Michael. It's so weird looking at. Okay. We're going Real Rare Review Yellow. And there's the poll. If you happen to come in and out of this live stream when we're doing it, is Michael Jackson guilty or a genius? So we got Guilty Genius here. Oh boy, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about all the evidence. Like I said, follow along with me, guys, on Google. I'll tell you what to search, what words, and we're going to look at the same evidence available to us. And I got to take it that, you have, or any good investigator and reviewer, period, you have all taken everything into account. The Leaving Neverland documentary. The Real Reviewer has never actually spoken about this topic. So it's time to reveal the truth about Escaping Never Everland, Leaving Neverland. Wade Robson. Wow, do I remember him, guys, from MTV? Wade Robson, guys, from MTV. Back in the day with NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, right? He was the hottest choreographer, guys, on the planet. Hottest. He was so young, guys, Wade, at the time of TRL, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, all of those people. What's up, bud? Sure, what'd you like to do? With water? Yeah. Sure. No, you don't put CDs in your Xbox, son. Sorry. Can't do it. All right, so Wade, guys, he comes from the Real Rare Reviewers time frame, so I was there at home on cable TV watching TRL, all right, with Carson Daly and the crew, right? They had the VJ thing going on. So Wade here is in the business, and he was one of the best at doing it with NSYNC, with the Backstreet Boys, really young here. So Jackson has been known, guys, he's been known, his track record, Michael Jackson's track record is to talk to the, newest and hippest young man in town, guys, at the time. Whether it was music, movies, even sports. I mean, come on, guys. Let's go off the top of the list here. Corey Feldman, Macaulay Culkin, Wade Robson. There's others, guys. They'll come to me. There's a lot of others. And we're going to cover a couple of things. And there's the Martin Bashir documentary, guys. Everybody talks about this Martin Bashir documentary, right? Everybody talks about this. We're gonna call out Michael Jackson, guys, on his bullshit and all the Jackson fans. Jackson right now, Michael, the movie is, the Real Rare Reviewer, guys. He doesn't watch that. Because all you got to do is put on MTV, guys. All you got to do is put on YouTube and put one of Michael Jackson's movies on, or watch, you can't. Yeah, that's it. Because apparently it's all in the movie. So highlights of his greatest hits. But Joe Jackson is a beast, guys. Don't fuck with that man. Sex Michael. So Wade. Okay, I want to talk about Wade. All right, and his escaping Neverland, and we escaping Never Everland. So Wade Jeremy William Robinson is an Australian dancer and a choreographer. He began performing as a dancer at age 5 and is directed. Yep, we know all the stories. Watch the videos and world tours, like I told you, with NSYNC, Britney Spears, right? Robeson was the host and executive of the Wade Robeson Project. Okay, now let's go through Wade's motivations, guys. Wade, Mr. Wade. You know, oh, look at the poll. 3 already, everybody. Look at that. Is Michael Jackson guilty or a genius? We have 67% saying yes on 3 votes, guys. And 1 says no, he's not. Wow. Thanks for voting, everybody. Thanks for participating. Cool. So, guys, you know, with everything out there now, look at the voting. You know, look how this is swayed. You know, Michael comes out, guys. They're still flooding your media, your feeds with Michael Jackson music, trying to direct you to Michael Jackson and his music, right? Always number 1, guys, because he's a genius. There's no doubt about it, guys. Every viewer believes he's a genius. He knows musical genius God. There's no one like them. Like, really? Come on, guys. So I'll give that there. That movie is career related, you know? It's not leaving Neverland, you know what I'm saying? So, but we're talking escaping Neverland, guys. And finally, I think we're going to do it in 2026. But you see, it's a whole highlight. And people at first on the internet, everybody on the airwaves, on YouTube, were saying, well, you know, great. Thanks for voting. By the way, it's so cool. Yeah, we're gonna answer the question, guys, at the end. This is what we do with these whole streams. We rant it out and we come to the right conclusion. The only truthful Occam's razor, everybody. Occam's razor is a good theory to base your videos on and your theories and your research to come get the right conclusion, guys. The simplest one is usually the right answer. Okay, it's usually the truth. So, getting back to Wade here, guys. Wow, what a story he has to tell about a genius, Michael Jackson. Now, McCall, guys, we're going through this escaping, all right? So I'm flying all over the place, but we will come back and forth. We will spin around. But the bottom line is, at the end, is to find the right answer. And you guys out there believe Michael Jackson is guilty more than a genius. Well, he's got guilty genius, right? So, very good. All right, let's get to Wade, guys. I remember seeing Wade. All right, before all this, I told you I'm giving you the backstory history. Watch Wade direct NSYNC, Britney Spears that we just read, right? In the music videos back in the day, early 2000s. And he was doing his own thing on his own. You know, he's doing it since he was a child. And Wade is great at what he does. He was great at what he did. There's no doubt about it, guys. Great choreographer. Great. Now, apparently, this is after, right? He's been, right? Had some trouble here with Mr. Jackson. So Wade is able to overcome, you know, looks like early in life, because we got opportunities. You know, everything was going good, everything was fly for Mr. Robinson here, Mr. Robinson, Mr. Wade. It's touchy, guys. It's really real viewers coming around now because you know if we're googling Wade Robinson, guys, right, using the same evidence available on the internet to do our investigation, right? And he's staring at me, guys. He's staring at me. This Wade. You know, I like Wade as a kid. But there is something scammy about him. You know, there's something a little bit, yeah, you know. But let's get back to Michael Jackson escaping Neverland. You see him sitting, guys. It's abandoned. He abandoned his property. Let's fly over to another Google search for evidence, and we're looking over Neverland. Michael Jackson. 3 words into your Google. Michael Jackson Neverland Ranch is a 2,700-acre property in Santa Barbara, California, that served as this private residence and amusement park from 1980 to abandoned after its 2000 molestation trial. Let's cover Jackson real quick and this kid, like, okay, everyone lets Michael Jackson get away, guys, with this excuse that he's able to relive his childhood. But a grown man in a diaper, all right, a grown man walking around in a diaper wants to go relive his childhood and be a baby and be babied and be bottled. That's weird, guys. That is called a fetish. That is called weird and perverted. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Okay, but Mr. Jackson here is allowed, because he's Michael Jackson, he's a musical genius, see? So he's allowed to be a kid again. But see, instead of going in his man diaper, see, in front of the public, he's going to hide it all, his man diaper, and what he does in this amusement park called Neverland Ranch. A fantasy Peter Pan, Never Everland, that you will never escape. You will never come out the same. It just acts Wade. Okay? Acts. You don't want to ask the true people, guys. Because these people, Corey Feldman is full of shit and all money grab guy. How's he going to call out Sheen and Haim and, happen, guys, and not call out Jackson? Macaulay's the worst, guys. He's the worst. Mr. Culkin, dude, 2005, guys, I was there watching this trial. All right? Wow, you couldn't believe all these fucking trials I've been through. But thanks for voting, everyone. Your opinion matters, obviously. Reviewer is going to give you his. So, I was there, guys. When Mr. Jackson here in 2005 was rolling up in this SUVs, these black SUVs with the mob squad, with the Black Panther boy. He had the Islamis. He was ready for salami bombies. He had his mommy. His mommy was there. Make sure to put the Mrs. Jackson in front, the fucking patriarch. Don't be putting Joe in the front, everybody. Did you notice that? Oh, shit. You guys don't notice nothing. So 2005, I have to point it out to you. So 2005, I'm watching this trial, right? There's no cameras allowed in the courtroom, everyone. No cameras. And one of the big, if not the biggest trial for the biggest artist, entertainment. This is like Michael Jordan going to court for... This is huge, guys. This is huge in 2005. But Michael is such a genius, considered such a godlike person. Really, it's not human that they can't touch him. It's very, very difficult, guys. They're working on this case for this man since 94, 93, right? Look at Neverland, everybody. Watch that documentary. Wow. All right, it's very don't be biased with the documentary when you watch it. I know we love Michael Jackson, especially now with the Michael movie out, right? Everybody's loving it. So, but no, we got to tell the truth, guys. All right, let's tell the truth. I wanted to do this for many, many years since I was a little baby in 2005. Scared shitless that Michael Jackson is gonna, I'm gonna want his autograph and he's gonna ask me to, the bathroom or something, guys. It's fucking wild. So it's why he was always creepy, guys. If you want to relive your childhood, like I said, Bill, man diaper is wrong, everybody. You can't be sucking on a teat when you fucking, 30 or 40, can you, like a grown man with a diaper, to relive your childhood? Okay, listen, guys, even when a grown man has toys, all right, like Legos or figurines or comic books to relive his childhood, they're fucking weird, right? Everybody says that's weird. Like, damn, bro, like, you come in... Yeah, everybody, you come into the, thanks for voting. We have another vote. Is Michael Jackson guilty or a genius? Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm losing my voice. A marathon stream, baby, all month. So, yes, thank you for voting, by the way. They said yes. We had another vote. Yes, guys. So, the internet is not being swayed. YouTube viewership out there, everyone, movies, entertainment, music, anything to do with Michael Jackson, they are not being swayed, guys, even today. All right. So, he's not a genius, right? He's guilty. Guilty is sin, this man. Yes, 75%, guys, say yes. He's guilty, not a genius. And one person says, no, he's a genius. He's not guilty. So thank you all. Thank you all. Awesome. Let's keep this going, man. Let's see what the vibe is in 2026 with this new Michael movie out, guys. I want to see if it swayed you. No big premiere, right? We had to have a premiere for this Leaving Neverland, guys. What a fucking time that was, right? I mean, we thought we were finally going to get, the truth on Mr. Jackson here getting what's coming to him, guys. But he paid his price, everybody. He paid the price in death. There's no doubt about it. Clean slate for this man when he does show up again. But you gotta pay. He paid, but come on, man. This guy's still alive. These kids are still alive. They have a lot to suffer. I want to talk Macaulay because I got Wade up. I don't need to probe Macaulay up, guys. I want to talk this liar. Okay, I want to talk one of the biggest liars, celebrities to ever save ass. I mean, guys, Macaulay was done. Mr. Culkin was done. He's been done since Home Alone, everyone. Don't even try it. All right, Home Alone 2, fucking, no. Home Alone, he was done. It was finished. It was a wrap on this man. Don't say Uncle Buck and all this bullshit. That was before. Don't talk to the real review about Macaulay Culkin. I'm talking to you about Macaulay. I love Macaulay. I love Macaulay Culkin, guys. I love Culkin in Monster. What is it, Monster? What is it? No, it's Party Monster. Guys, I love Macaulay in Party Monster. Seth Green, opposite Seth Green. Michael Alec. How the fuck would y'all know the story? You don't watch A&E back in the 90s? What's the matter with y'all? So, yeah, VHS, bro. But yes, I love Macaulay Culkin in Party Monster. It is so fucking... It's weird. It's so bad it's good, that movie. Entertaining shit, guys. If you know the real backstory and you're putting on Mr. Culkin as Michael Alec. He, the party kid. Wow, man. Whew. So Macaulay, like I said, I like him in Home Alone. I like him in Party Monster. Brenda Singer, he's got it going on. No, guys, he was hot fire all of a sudden coming out the wood fucking works. Like I said, people go Ninja Turtle, everybody. They go underground for many years and they come out when it's safe. They look up in the sewer and they're looking like the Ninja Turtle, like you see in the poster, the movie poster. They're looking to see if they can come out, The real reviewer, he don't do that shit. He pops the fuck out of the sewer like Michelangelo, guys. But you see that. So Macaulay was subpoenaed. Okay, in 2005, guys, he was the star witness, Mr. Culkin. Not Wade. I don't know. I don't remember if they called Wade to the stand, guys, and he did test it. Possibly not, though. I believe he was shut down with the money. He was paid off. He says he was paid off, right? Whatever. So, but Macaulay, 2005, guys, it was huge. The Inquirer. This is a magazine. It's around still today, I believe, but. Before the internet, before these YouTube internet sleuths and so-called media giants on this internet, YouTube influencers, they influence you with the wrong shit and the lies. I was doing it, I had to get it legitimized here, not through anyone else but the source. So, which was the fucking TV, CNN, and damn, bro, you don't do that shit. And early internet, guys, very early, very early. So. Thanks for voting, though, everyone. We have, like I said, Michael now is out. I wanted to get the pulse, the vibe here. Are we convinced yet that he's guilty? And yes, the poll so far is leaning towards yes in 2026. So getting back to Macaulay Culkin, guys, and the shocker. Okay, it was a shocker to the real reviewer. He comes in to court, guys. He's the star witness, I believe, for the prosecution, guys. I want to say, okay, this was the problem here. Huge problem, huge. So the state or whatever, or the prosecution, whatever you want to say, they subpoena Mr. Culkin to come in and testify because they think that I don't know, guys. Don't talk to me about the details because you don't deserve me to go far enough. I'm going far enough. Giving you this information for free, no donations to the Cash App. I'm demonetized. Don't worry about liking and subbing, guys. You have to donate to the Cash App. Rings true with the Z. Come on, keep the channel alive. Keep us the videos going. These subjects need to be brought to the surface. Brought to the Escape Neverland, everyone. YouTube shit. So, I said, really, guys, thank you for taking time to vote. I really appreciate the vote and getting the pulse and the vibe of the audience out there. You guys are what's up. Gotta know the real. You tell the real here on the Real River channel. You can tell your real opinion. You don't have to worry about being cool. You can stay anonymous. Just do the poll. So Macaulay, man, he's the big star witness, guys, I believe, for the prosecution in 2005. And I thought he was going to come in and just reveal the truth that he was assaulted by Jackson on many, many occasions, which I fully believe, everyone. If you don't believe that, then, we're doomed. And we already been doomed, guys, in the past. And I couldn't spread the word out. The internet wasn't like it was. So you couldn't just go outside with a bullhorn and tell the whole neighborhood that Macaulay Culkin was lying on the TV right now on CNN, coming out the courtroom. He's a liar. And yeah, McCulkin was done, bro. They come knocking, guys. I told you this before. These celebrities will come knocking, favor for a favor. When they're in trouble, the Grim Reaper, he's come knocking for you. And you got to do what you got to do when the time comes. And McCulkin did it. But Mr. Macaulay did it, everybody. He paid his debt to Mr. Jackson. Okay? And Mr. Jackson paid his debt to him. All right? There's something where Macaulay is fruity. All right? No one talks about Mr. Culkin possibly going on the other team and possibly being there for a while. You know, I know he's married to Brenda Singer, guys, but that's what he has. He's a celebrity. He has to cover this up. He has to show that he's normal because there's more money in normality, guys. You see, the Real Reviewer is not normal. I have no money. So it's a chance. You're taking a chance, guys, being yourself and not being normal. So Macaulay gives this public impression, persona, that he's still that kid, guys, that he's got a loving family. He's just straight man. And, you know, he's never been assaulted. But you all, thanks for the like. Thank you. Thank you for the like. Thank you for another vote, guys. It's another yes. Is Michael Jackson guilty or a genius in 2026? Even with the Michael movie out, it's another yes. So we have 80% say yes, he's guilty. Guilty as sin still. Always was, always will be. No matter what they release, no matter what YouTube says. And then they say no, we got 20% no. So the vibe is a yes. And like I said, the Real Rem, this whole live stream, guys, is going to be coming to the answer from the Real Rem, right? We're ranting this out, and we will come to that poll conclusion and see if we are correct. We'll see if we have the same pulse and vibe as the YouTube audience these days. With Michael out, guys, they're really selling it. So we're going back to Mr. Culkin, guys, in 2005, all right, and escaping Neverland. He was able here, apparently, to escape Never Ever Land before he was fucking lost forever, guys, like Wade. Damn, Wade could not get out of it, guys. Wade. All right, so why could why could Macaulay do it? You know, because Macaulay's good, guys. He dissociates from his dad, from his mom, right? He was really emancipated. Holy shit, Macaulay's been hurt. You know, Macaulay, I don't know, this difference. I'm not going, it's a video about escaping. So he goes in, Macaulay, he lies on the stand, guys. Now, I believe he's called by the prosecution back in, like I said, don't hold me to it, but 2005. It's not the defense for Jackson. I don't believe so. But we were all expecting Macaulay to break this shit open, guys. And now anyone that tells you that wasn't true is lying to you. Because any reviewer, anybody that does YouTube videos, guys, and covers this case or covers Jackson, 2005, we were hanging our hats on Macaulay, guys. But thank you all for voting, man. I really appreciate you guys. Yeah, we were hanging our hats on Macaulay. He was our hero, guys. He was our white knight. You know? Macaulay, guys, it was a big deal that day when he came into the courtroom, everyone. It was huge. I wish we would have had cameras. I don't know about the transcript. Is this public record or what the deal is with that? But it's a no. It's just no's and no's. You know, why would he, expound upon any of... No, he's not giving him shit, you know, and that's it. And Macaulay, he knows his life's at stake, guys. His career, his reputation. Damn, boys and girls, would you want the Real Review to tell you some foul shit? So it's all over the internet forever? Well, whatever. That's me. I'm not a millionaire. I don't have millions to lose, guys. I have millions to gain. You know? Millions to gain. Macaulay had a lot to lose. A lot to lose. Mr. Jackson has a lot to lose. This is fucking wild. They finally got him, guys, in 2005. Yeah, they charged him. Guys, they arrested Michael Jackson. Did you see his mugshot, you guys? You see his mugshot? I believe so, because look at this. Yes. 80% is yes. 20% is no. He's guilty. They want him guilty. He's guilty. Jackson was not guilty, though, in the court of law. He cannot be tried again, right? It doesn't matter you try him or not. He's fucking dead, guys. He paid the price. All right. But he made us all pay the price. Like lying to us. All these other celebrities lying for him. Your favorite celebrities, right? Your favorite musician being a monster. No, everyone can't be a monster, Real Review. They can't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Internet. Even the Real Review is guilty of being a monster at times, guys. Okay? In the past, present, future, I don't know. You know, I will tell you. But Mr. Jackson here, he won't tell you. Now, there's a documentary. Everybody knows it, a famous documentary, Martin Bashir, and he's talking about sleeping in the bed with kids. You know, sleeping. There's nothing wrong with that when they're your own kids. There's nothing wrong with that when they're your own kids. Did you all guys see what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that when it's your own kids. There's nothing wrong with going on national TV saying that. But can't touch him. Can't touch this. Danny. You know, that should have been his jam, guys. That MC Hammer joint. That was him. That was Jackson. You couldn't touch him. You say whatever the fuck you want. Say that shit now in 2026, guys. Oh, man. Damn, if people would be up in arms. I'd be like, no, 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 Mr. Jackson. I have my kids over there to spend time with you, yes, but not to sleep in the same bed. Oh my gosh, and cuddle away, guys. What are they doing? What is he doing? No, you look good. Look cute. Yeah. So, guys, Macaulay, getting back, I'll say rare view goes around, we spin around, but we come right back because we can multitask. Oh, 6 votes, 80. Thank you for another vote. 6 votes. We have, is Michael Jackson guilty or a genius? 83% of the YouTube viewing audience, the real internet, the real rant reviewer, say yes. Yes, real rant reviewer, he's guilty as sin. He's been guilty, man. He's guilty now after he's dead with this Michael movie out. He's guilty. And then 17% of the audience out there says no. He's still a genius. So we still have work to do, but it's getting there, guys. So wow, thank you for all who are voting. Thank you. Getting the pulse, reality check to the Real Rant Reviewer. All right, we're going on. We were looking at this poll. Hey, Scooby-Doo Flex. Hi, man. Scooby-Doo Flex 95. Thanks for stopping in. How are you doing, man? What do you think about this? Guilty or genius? What did you say in the poll, man? It looks like you said yes, possibly. He's guilty, huh? Even with the new movie, man? You still think so, brother? But thanks for joining. Thanks for listening and taking time, dude. I really appreciate you, even if I'm not your thing. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, brother. But what do you think about Macaulay? You know, what do you think about Macaulay? You know, he spun this whole thing on its head. You know, he could have ended it. You know, there's a lot of people, guys, in this world, and probably in your own personal life, that could have ended a lot of issues for you. You know, by speaking up, by telling the truth. The Real Reviewers here to do that for you. So I'll end this bullshit on YouTube, guys, for you. With these movie reviewers and reviewers lying to you. Okay, I'm back for you. So I'll do it for you. I'll be that person to speak up.
These look better.
What'd you have on?
No, I mean, because I washed them.
Oh, yeah, way better. But Macaulay wouldn't speak up, guys. We need you to speak up. People are like, you gotta speak up. They could stop a lot of shit.
That's his business.
But he didn't speak up. All right? He didn't speak up. He was subpoenaed in the court of law to tell the truth under God with the right hand on the Bible on what transpired at Neverland Ranch with Michael Jackson. Escaping Neverland, guys. Never, ever will you escape this shit. Wow. Wade, guys. I'm surprised Wade is standing, y'all. You guys out there, if you see this documentary, Leaving Neverland, it's a very popular. You know it. You heard about it. Wade, I don't know how he's standing. This man looks worn down, guys. He was so fucking super duper. Really good looking back then. You know, really a lot of life in this man, guys. So he got sucked. I don't know. I do know. We know. The internet knows. It's a yes. So Jackson, he comes to knocking and Macaulay, guys, 1,000% to you, 1,000%, 1,000%. You know, you hate to do witness tampering, guys. There should be no witness tampering, right? So there's no communication between Macaulay and Jackson in 2005 before Macaulay ends up taking the stand or being subpoenaed, right? There's nothing like that. Now, why would there be, guys? Now, how would you even track that or trace that back in 2005? Probably an impossibility, all right? Probably not even thought of at that time to track or trace any of that, you know, communication or to go hard on Mr. Jackson, you know? Either way, it's unspoken, guys. So it's unspoken. He came a knocking. You know, that's it. He was up for it finally. Guys, Puffy's the same deal. You know, they came a knocking. You know, it's time, dude. It's time. Puff is the same deal here, guys. Kind of the same. Puff hurt a lot of people, guys, and he had a lot of people lie for him. And then there's other people that wouldn't lie for him, right? So Michael Jackson is a Puff of 2005. You know, he was having parties. They just weren't with adults, guys. They weren't. They were white parties with kids. And, you know, y'all fronting, you know? Y'all being dumb and lying to yourself. But they're not. The internet is, the Real Review is not, the audience is not dumb, guys. That's why I love you guys. 83% say yes, he's guilty. He's not a genius anymore. He's guilty first and then a genius. Okay, we're going to give him that, right? We'll give him that. I will. I like his music. Has nothing to do with his career in music. We're talking about escaping this Neverland, guys, for these children. Wow, man, thank God. But I want to talk about Neverland Ranch, guys. I do. It's creepy to me. You know, there's been some ghost sightings there. It's just creepy to be there. I don't. I don't know. Millionaire bought it. We'll cover all that if you want. But yeah. So 88 till 2005, guys. After that trial, he leaves it. He abandons it. Now, you would be told that Mr. Jackson here abandoned Neverland Ranch because of the financial strain, see, on this court case back in 2005, right? That he was wrongly accused of. That apparently in 2026, everyone thinks he's guilty of. But back then, they didn't think he was guilty because McCauley was the key, guys. I told you that. I fucking told you that. The internet won't tell you about McCulkin. They're shoving him in your face now, right? Nostalgia at its finest. Nostalgia bait, clickbait at its finest. So they could do more videos on Home Alone. More videos for McCauley's doing this. Wow, you guys, really? Come on, please. So yes, I love the audience of the Real Reviewer. You could say how you really feel. You could vote it, speak it. But thank you, Scooby Flex95, for stopping in. Everyone else that voted today. We're still going. 31 minutes in the live stream. We're spreading the word. We're getting the pulse. The real pulse. The real moonwalk, everybody, of Mr. Jackson now with this Michael movie trying to sway you that he is a genius. He's not guilty. That's what the movie. There's nothing about this, guys. There's nothing back data. It's all a highlight reel, right? Slam dunk for Mr. Jackson and the state and company. Still blood money, guys. He's got kids, y'all. Oh, I don't want to talk about that, guys. I'm not going to talk about his kids and what I think and this and that, okay? Because serial killers are beautiful to their kids, okay? I think usually criminals are very good to their own families. They don't hurt their own kids, guys. You know? I mean, Dennis Rader, BTK, you know, there is so much pathological psycho criminals here that don't hurt their own kids. They're not going to give they're not, it's too easy, guys, to get caught that way. I'm sure Mr. Jackson thought about that. He's too smart. So, Neverland, man. So he abandons the property, guys, in 2005, sells it, whatever you want to call it, because of this trial and the financial strain. More so, guys, the Real Reviewer is leaning towards it was an emotional thing for him. It was a mental strain on him. It was memories for him. Man, can you imagine Macaulay or any of these Wade going back to Neverland? I think he did walk Neverland, guys, didn't he? In the documentary, he walks around there. I don't know. I think so. If my memory serves me correctly, guys, I only saw it once, and that was years ago when it first came out. So, but I already knew in 2005, everyone, the Real Reviewer was a little jitterbug himself. He was watching this shit on CNN, you know, whatever news channels, and you're seeing Macaulay Culkin come into this courtroom, guys. I believe, you know what I want to say, everyone, that he was a witness for the prosecution, and everyone was expecting him to seal the deal here and open up the floodgates and put the nail in his coffin finally. You know, take this criminal off the streets, right, of Neverland. You know, get this motherfucker out of the streets of Neverland, this criminal. You know, send Peter Pan in. He's the Captain Hook, Mr. Jackson. But he's convincing you he's Peter Pan. Wow, what the fuck? A grown man child. It's okay though, bro, because he was okay. We're not going into that. What we're going into is Neverland, guys, and Macaulay here. So Macaulay, plenty of video on the internet, guys, showing the interactions at Neverland between Jackson and kids and Macaulay. But Macaulay walks in 2005. Man, guys, he really blew it. You know, he fucked us. You know, Mr. Culkin here could have ended this whole deal, guys. You know, but Macaulay, his life was at stake, guys, not just Mr. Jackson's. Mr. Jackson came a-calling. It was time to pay the piper. You know, he owed him a favor. It was time. You don't do this shit. You know, you don't spill the beans. It's 2005. Jackson will be dead 4 years later, I believe, guys, right? 2009. So all Macaulay had to do was just tell the truth, and Jackson would have been dead anyways, you know? And the truth would have been out there. We all would have been saved from this Michael movie and from the truth and thinking he was a genius when he, like you see in the poll, guys, he's really guilty. So that's what we do here. We answer the question, and so do you. With all the evidence, we look at it together on the internet using the same tools. So we're looking at Neverland Michael Jackson in Google. Brief synopsis of the property. Huge property, beautiful. He wanted to relive his childhood, everyone, because I haven't seen the movie. Don't want to see it. I just sick to my stomach. More money for lies and bullshit and criminals, just like on the internet, on YouTube here, guys. More lies for you to be shoveled. So Macaulay, I believe the Netflix, not Netflix, but the HBO documentary Leaving Neverland does cover Macaulay in this bullshit lie. You know, he came in, guys. He was marching in, and I thought it was over. You know, it's it. Michael Jackson. Everyone is going to hear from Macaulay Culkin in 2005 that Michael Jackson did it. He does it. He's done it. He's been doing it. Put him away. He's evil from Mr. Macaulay. Macaulay's the chance for Mr. Culkin, you know, to come out and tell us all the truth, save us all. You know, put this monster away, unveil him, unmask him. Literally unmask this man. He had face of many masks, Mr. Jackson. Man of many masks, many faces, many lies. And Macaulay had the chance, guys. He had the power. He was the only one. News outlets at the time, newspapers, you know, entertainment, TV shows. That's all we had, guys, really. Internet was very in its infancy. But yeah, they were telling you. I believe it's the prosecution, right? For Macaulay's being called. They're gonna get the truth out of Mr. Culkin, guys. You know, this is the star witness. He's gonna put the nail in his coffin, Mr. Jackson. It's over for you. Macaulay's coming out. He's coming out swinging, you guys. Bam! He's coming out setting up all the booby traps. You know what I mean? All the booby traps from Home Alone are coming out. He's pulling out no stops, Mr. Macaulay. And telling us all the truth, spilling the beans, taking down one of the worst, if not fake facade criminal cases ever, guys. But Macaulay didn't do it. You know, Macaulay said no, and he kept it right. He kept it to no and yes. We know we got to keep it no and yes, guys. Got to keep it smooth and simple. And he says no to everything. No to everything. No to everything. He walks out, and everybody's in shock. You know, everybody's in shock, guys. And that's it. It's over. You know, it's over with, guys. It's over with. He's free. Michael's free. It's not guilty. Star witness, everybody. They had another child who brought the case. I don't want to go into the descriptions of physical body parts, guys, but come the fuck on, man. We're moving on. We're talking Escaping Neverland. And Wade. I want to go back to Wade, guys, but we're on Macaulay because, you know, he escaped. You know, we escaped, chat. We escaped, audience. We escaped. Real viewer audience. We did it. You know, we got out the matrix here with this shit. Look at you guys. Yes! 83%. And 17% says no. So, yes, we have woken up. You know, the real viewer audience has woken up. We have woken up out of this Michael Jackson lie. Okay? Biggest lie. One of the, if not the biggest lie. You know, and guys, it's really bad to do some shit like this for so many years. So, and his kids, everybody's still eating off it, you know? The estate, the movies, they're still eating there, guys. Everybody's eating good off Michael Jackson's criminal career. No, his music career, right? Because he's not guilty. So Macaulay comes in, he saves the day, everyone. Big star witness for the prosecution. They flip the case on its head, and Mr. Jackson walks. Mr. Jackson is so free, obviously. It's such a triumphant victory. He's actually standing on top of his SUV, you know, cheering and doing a Jackson dance, everybody. It's fucking amazing. It's an amazing time to be alive in 2005 to see this on TV. Everyone was seeing it. Everyone was watching it. Everyone was waiting. And that's it. Not guilty as soon as Macaulay lied and said nothing happened, guys. That's it. Star witness, done deal. You lie. You know, it's over with, guys. So that's it. He walks. 4 years later, he's dead. 2009. Correct me if I'm wrong. He would be dead in 4 years. So all Macaulay had to do, guys, was tell the truth. And this motherfucker would have been dead in 4 years anyways. So you wouldn't have to answer to him or worry about him sending anybody, or he would have been dead and gone. So yeah. Neverland is huge. It's a huge property. It is abandoned by Jackson in 2005. They'll have you believe it's abandoned due to the financial strain, due to the lawyers and all the legalities. No, he is filthy rich to this day. He's dead. He's so rich. He's more rich dead than he is now than he was then, guys, in 2005 with the court case. Don't let them lie to you. It's to ask his kids. It's going on the internet. So yeah. Bullshit. So it's gone. It's abandoned. I believe Wade, walks the premises, guys, at the end of this documentary and leaving Neverland. It's really, I don't know. It's creepy, guys. It's a creepy place. I bet you a lot of pain, a lot of screaming on that motherfucking property. So Google with me, Neverland, Michael Jackson, everybody. Same evidence, same tools we're looking at. The peak years. So they had peak years, Neverland, guys. Named after the fictional island in Peter Pan, Neverland was a physical manifestation of Jackson's desire for the eternal childhood he felt he never experienced. I told you all. At its peak, the property featured, of course, you can check that more further, do your guys in an amusement park and a zoo, a mansion, a train station, the 2005 trial and aftermath. This is all on Google. We're doing this together because I want to see what we were talking about matches up with the internet's supposed, version of events. Following the 2003 police raids and Puff, man, reminds me of Puff, guys, really does. Following should have been the outcome. Following the 2003 police raids and Jackson's subsequent 2005 trial, the ranch was heavily tainted in the singer's eyes. Stop there. Stop there. I'll read that again, everyone. To have you believe on the internet, right? And all these shows and Michael Jackson YouTube and all these bullshit liars on YouTube, guys, will have you believe that Mr. Jackson, sold the, right? He couldn't afford it. All the strain and the false accusations against him forced him to give up Neverland, to sell it. No. As we read here, right, we all read together, the ranch was heavily tainted in the singer's eyes. He told the associates that the magic was gone, and he refused to live there ever again, spending the rest of his life in rented properties. Following his death in 2009, much of the amusement park of the animals were removed, and the estate eventually went on the market. Current status. We'll get to that maybe. But there it is, guys. I told you. I didn't read this shit in advance and study and brush up on this video. I come up with a thumbnail on a topic and I fly on the live, and that's how we do it. We rant it out to the end and we come to the right conclusion with the same evidence provided for us on the internet. There's nothing special. I want you to look at it with me and read the same fucking thing I am. Hear it, see it, the same thing. So we come to the same conclusion, or maybe a different conclusion altogether. But at least the same, same evidence. So he said the magic was gone. And he refused to live there ever again. The magic was gone, guys. Do you hear this fucking grown man? It's a grown man, guys. It's a grown man. He's got kids. He's a grown man. He put the diaper on, Mr. Jackson. But that's not cool, though, guys. That's perverted, see? Because it's in your face. It's not hidden. The diaper, the man-child with the diaper with the baby bottle sucking on a grown woman's teeth. That's on Maury Povich, guys. That's some crazy perverted shit. That's not Michael Jackson shit. Michael Jackson did it in a way where it was more acceptable. It's better. It's more pleasing to the eye. Neverland and the candy and the rides and that makes it okay. The magic was gone, everybody. That's why he left. These memories were tainted of the assault. His great memories were tainted of what he did there in the singer's eyes. It's a terrible, sick thing, guys, to think about. But this is a narcissist. This is a demented individual. When he's just. I don't understand. He's a night. You guys. I don't understand why we're doing this here. Nah, we're not, because yes, look at the reviewers. They're telling the truth. Yes, it's guilty. This motherfucker, man. Guys, they should have took him down with cocaine. And when you can't take someone down with cocaine, your star witness turns on you. We've seen it before once or twice, right? They had the star witness, and then bang, they flip it on its head. And so guys, don't let them fool you when they say these channels and Michael Jackson lovers and all these biased channels and fake YouTube reviewers and all this fake shit, guys. They tell you about Jackson here in Neverland. He gave guys. The magic was gone to him, and it was tainted in his eyes, and he refused to live there due to the court case and the charges against him in 2005. Nothing to do financially, guys, with the charges and the lawyers and the legal fees. Him not being able to afford it anymore. We know he's filthy rich, still is in death, still will be in life, and he was at this time. He gave it up because it was tainted in his eyes. All these memories he had, it was now outed. right? Neverland was outed. His secret abode, where he did his secret crimes and secret things, was outed. So he knew there would always be eyes, guys, watching Neverland. He would never be able to do things in secret any longer at Neverland Ranch. At Never Everland, he would never ever again be able to do things in secret. That's why he gave it up. That's why the magic was gone and tainted in his eyes. Because people knew what was happening in there. They heard the stories. They saw the walls, right? They'd be always trying to get in, always looking, knowing what's happening, suspecting what's happening in there. And he was outed. He was outed. So Neverland was found out. So that's why he left. Okay? And he stayed in rented properties his whole life. You can't really answer to a rented property, can you? You know what? It's guys. I'm not breaking down anymore for this. You know what I mean? Doing enough here. 45 minutes in. Thanks for voting. Like I said, is Michael Jackson a guilty or genius? We have the Real Review audience says yes. 82% says yes. He's guilty. Real Reviewer, and 17% says no. They're still liking this Michael movie and stuff. You know, they're still not coming fully around. They're just too in love, which is okay with Michael and his music and the person Michael. But that's not the person Michael, guys. That's the entertainer Michael. So Wiki here is clicked, but I like to go back to Wade. I really want to talk out Wade a little bit. You know, there's a lot said about Mr. Robinson here, guys. That he's lying. Okay? Now, what is he lying about, though? That's the thing, guys. You know, once a liar, always a liar. If you lie, you know, he lies once, he's lying again. And how can you believe everything else he's saying? Yeah, there's all that, everybody. Of course there is. The Real Reviewer, right? When I first saw this, guys, and Wade coming out and talking, I believed him. I believe what he's telling me. He probably has evidence and receipts and shit, right? But it doesn't matter. All right. Believe him. Do I believe him fully, guys, on everything? No, of course I don't. I believe him on every detail. All right? And don't say that Michael Jackson's not here to defend himself, guys, because Michael Jackson would lie his fucking ass off. He's guilty. Look, he's guilty of sin. So he's going to lie, man. He's going to call up Wade on a DM and pay him off. You know? I don't know what happened there, guys. I'm sure he got paid off. He did, right? But something happened where there was a miscommunication, you know, with Wade and Jackson's estate or whoever paid Wade off. Something was up here, guys. But you could say it's money motivated. Okay, fine. Why shouldn't Wade, guys, get paid for his suffering at the hands of Michael Jackson? Why not? Why should he be restituted, guys? Thank you for the like. Thank you for the like. Thank you for another vote, I believe, right? 7 votes. 86% say yes. 14% of the viewers says no. So really the pulse is still that he is guilty. He's not a genius any longer, even with this new movie out. We still have the audience. Everybody's there. They're opening. They're coming around. They are there. Wow, but this movie made a lot of money, everybody. So, I mean, I love his music too. So, you know what I'm saying? But we could separate, right? I love how this viewer audience could say how they feel. Come here to say how you really feel anonymously. All right? Don't worry about it. Come here. Let your grievances be known. Your real thoughts. All right. No judgment here, everybody. No judgment. But we are telling the truth. We're not judging. We're telling the truth. Everything is provided on the internet. We all can look at. I have nothing special that you don't. So Wade, guys. Wade Robinson. What do you think about this person? All right. So, you know, he's a big part of this, like Macaulay, guys. I don't know if he was involved in the 2005 trial. Probably more than likely not. Even if he was called as a witness, guys, Macaulay was it. Macaulay was it. 2005 was it. What's up, buddy? Chilling. So 2005 was it, guys. So Wade, man, he got a lot of backlash, guys. He got so much backlash. Whoa, okay. So there's something up here in Google. I said Wade Robinson go to Michael Jackson's funeral. Yes, Wade Robinson attended Michael Jackson's public memorial service at the Staples Center in Los Angeles on July 7th, 2009. He and his family attended the event after Robinson requested to be there. After, guys, listen. Now here we go. Here we go. Now I'm gonna switch to this. Now this is not even switches. This is it. This is what puts it all together for me now. At the time, okay, Robinson was an outspoken. That's right. That's what it's all coming back. An outspoken defender, guys, of Michael Jackson. Yeah, he did it with Macaulay. That's right. So having previously testified as a defense witness. Wow, I'm getting goosebumps, everybody. Getting goosebumps. Defense witness in Jackson's 2005 Thomas Ray. He later filed a lawsuit against the Jackson's estate in 2030, appeared in 2019 document. The lawsuit filed in 2019 probably went under. Couldn't get any money for suffering, and from the estate. Whatever happened there, there's a big gap. 2013 to 2019, before the time the documentary is released, Leaving Neverland by Rob. So he waited 6 years. He waited his whole life, right, guys? He waited his whole life. He had the chance like Macaulay. That's what happened in 2005, guys. Mr. Jackson called in the favors. Okay, he called in the favors. Guys, Robinson, these poor kids were so, they couldn't do it. They didn't do it. They had reputations at stake. Holy shit, he wouldn't be doing this, I mean, come on, people. So these kids, wow, everyone, they just got him, and even Feldman's lying, guys. Corey Feldman. The Feld Dog. The Feld Dog is lying. When anyone is asked about Michael Jackson, everybody, who is asked? Tell me. Tell me on your YouTube. Tell me on your videos. Tell me on your feed. Who is being asked about Michael Jackson? Was it Wade Robinson on your feed, everyone? That was being questioned on CNN Larry King Live about Michael Jackson back in the day? Who are they talking to? Is it Feldog? Guys, tell me. Who are they talking to? So they're talking to Macaulay and they're talking to Feldog, guys. Two of the biggest, if not the biggest stars of our time, of life, right? Mr. Feldman and Mr. Macaulay Culkin. These two guys are heavyweights. Fucking kid star heavyweights. What they say goes, bro. If it didn't happen in 2005, it didn't happen in 1990. It didn't happen at all. All right? Feldman and Macaulay are very, very influential in this shit. Robinson here, he was just a little, guys, you got your aces, you got your kings, you got your queens, your jacks, and then you have your 10s, your 9s, your numbered cards in the deck. And Wade is a numbered card. Okay, so Michael Jackson here pulls out a numbered card, which is Wade, and then he pulls out the ace up his sleeve, which is Macaulay. Macaulay. And whoever else was, he's the ace, guys. And Wade here is a single number card, So, man, what a defense. Mr. Jackson probably at the time of 2005, now that you think about it, was probably like, hey, listen, defense team, don't worry about it. I got this. I'm going to make a phone call. I'm going to call a couple of favors in, and we're going to get this done. So he got it done, guys. He got it done, but he didn't get it done good enough. The chat, the poll, you see the vibe, the poll, so the Real Review channel, is Michael Jackson guilty or a genius? They say, yes, he's guilty. He ain't no genius, Real Reviewer. But there is 14% out there that say, no, he is a genius to me. So, still can't convince you, right? By the end of this stream, to change that answer on the poll, we'll see. So Wade, guys, wow. Just wow. Just wow. And he admits, right? It comes to my mind now that he lied. He admits that he lied, guys. That he lied for Michael in that trial. He admits he lied. I think he talked to somebody, right? Somebody called him. I think somebody called Wade. But you're not supposed to tamper with witnesses. But, when you're Michael Jackson, you can tamper with anything. You can make a whole man-child fucking world and do fantasies, whatever you want to do, and be untouched. No, guys, they finally fucking got him in 2005. And we were there watching it unfold. Oh boy, was it something. Was it something, guys, to watch this trial and Macaulay just blow it for everybody. But, Corey Feldman, guys, and Macaulay Culkin have a lot to say, but they're not saying anything, right? Michael was great to me. We just danced, and we got the tapes. You guys could see those tapes. We were dancing. Did you see here's Macaulay, guys. Did you see Michael Jackson's room? It was like, Michael Jackson's room is like so big. See, so this is Macaulay Culkin's my impression. Did you see Michael Jackson's room? Michael Jackson's room is so big. So when you're saying I slept in the same bed with him, like the bed is like, I'm Macaulay Culkin, guys. The bed is like so huge. So if I'm on one side of the bed, Larry, and he's on the other side of the bed, we're on opposite sides of the bed. So nothing happened. A lot happened, guys. A lot happened. You know, honestly, guys, Macaulay Culkin is a fruit. He is very fruity. And you can hold the prediction to the real one viewer. His gaydar is straight up fucking huge. You say, how is that possible, real viewer? Well, I'm calling it now, and I always hold it down and stick to it, guys. Macaulay Culkin is a fruit. He is fruity, and he goes the other way. Now, whether it comes out that he's bi, guys, or whether it comes out that he's full blown other way, I leave that to the media, to Macaulay Culkin himself, and to all you Macaulay lovers. Because, wow, he's hot, right, boys and girls? He's been hot. But it'll come out, and you'll be coming back to the Real Man Viewer channel saying, how did you know? No, you won't. You'll be saying, oh, yeah, we were told this by other YouTubers that were better than you. Yeah, so Macaulay goes the other way, guys, and this is probably more than reason why. All right? So the fruitiness that you see in Macaulay, blame Michael Jackson, everybody. Blame Michael Jackson. 56 minutes into the live stream, 60% on the phone charge. The phone is hot like a firecracker on the 4th of July. So it is too hot to hold. But we got the poll. 7 votes. 7 votes! The Real Reviewer audience, the Real Ram Reviewer audience says he's guilty. And he's not a genius any longer. He's been guilty. He'll always been guilty. Thank you. So we're taking the pulse, guys. Like I say, come here, tell the truth, tell how you really want to speak. There's no judgment here. This is the real channel to do it at. 2 E's, Real Rant Reviewer. Donate to the Cash App. Rings true with the Z, guys. I am demonetized. Doesn't matter if you like or sub. Gotta donate to keep this channel alive. Keep these live streams going. Exposing this shit. So, I think we're going to wrap this up, guys, because I'm going to have to charge the phone. Like I said, it's hot. It's a heat wave across. I hope you guys are staying cool, man. It's a heat wave. We're staying cool in Neverland. Never again. Never ever. Mr. Jackson will I believe bullshit. But I love his music, guys. I can listen to Mr. Jackson. Just like Johnny Depp, I can watch, his movies and separate the criminal from the artist. And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. But a lot of people can't, guys. And that's the problem here. That with the nose there, right? You guys can't separate the criminal from the artist. But that's where the bias comes in. And that's where you have to be an outsider looking in, everyone. Every single time the viewer puts himself in your shoes. I have to. You see that viewing audience? I have to put myself in your shoes. I have to. I would not be doing my job. It's not even a job. It should be my job. I should be getting paid to do this with donations. I am demonetized. What does it matter about views and subs? We are talking guilty or genius. And wow, the Real Beard says yes, he's guilty. So we went through a lot of information, guys, already. Okay? If we were to sit here for another hour, which we possibly could do, all right, if the Real Viewer catches a second wind or we come across something. Yeah.
Can we go to Taco Supper?
In a little bit, okay? I definitely will. So, Wade, all right, we covered him. All right, he did the same thing Macaulay did, right? He was, like I said, he was the 10 card, he was a 9 card, he was an 8 card, he was not the ace. All right, the ace, as we all know, everybody, was Macaulay Culkin. So, I want to get to Neverland a little bit, and then I'm probably going to end the stream, and I will regroup, sleep, eat, repeat. I'm going to do another stream, guys. I have a lineup. Yours truly is working every single moment here on great videos, great topics, no clickbait, just truth, revealing the secrets of these fuckers that they won't tell you. I'm not going to tell you. All right, so let's get to Neverland real quick, guys. I want to cover that, skim over it, I think. But Neverland, it's huge. Huge. Tainted, though, everyone. Tainted. Because of the court case. So there's the financial status. Everybody looking at reading a little bit. Death of Michael Jackson. They wanted to bury him at Neverland, eventually turning it into a place of pilgrimage for his fans. So it's a Graceland has become a destination. Wow, okay. Jackson's father, Joseph, later denied the reports. Construction equipment at Garner's entered the grounds on July 1st, prompting speculation that preparations be made for that, something like that. But no. It was sound. Restoration. Okay. So basically, you know, I would say an underrated, creepy place. You know, an underrated urban, creepy place. No doubt about it, guys. If those walls could talk, and they try to talk. Don't you hear that shit? So, but we heard it. The viewer audience heard it. Yes, he's guilty. No matter if this Michael movie's coming out or what they tell you in social media or your feed on Facebook, all these YouTubers, so-called influencers tell you, yeah, he is guilty. Stop fucking defending this man. Stop lying to the internet. Stop lying to your audience. Here at the Real Review Channel, we don't lie to you. Even if it hurts, I'm going to tell you the fucking truth. And there it is, guys. You know, he's guilty, and so does the audience believe it. After all the information we went through, everyone, after everything that's available on the internet to us, we have come to the right answer, to the conclusion. The only answer, yes. Answer the questions, guys, ain't that complicated. It's either yes or no. You know, when it comes to all these great mysteries, right? Or is he guilty or a genius? There's the yes. The audience says yes. Real Reviewer. The Real Reviewer joins his audience. Yes, this time on this live, and he agrees. We all agree, pretty much, almost. Some Macaulay Culkins out there, right? And Feldman's, which is nothing wrong with that. But yes, the Real Reviewer believes that he is guilty. All right, and I believed it in 2005. I believed it when the first notion came up of this man doing things to other people's children. It all made sense. And now we have all the evidence in 2026, and they're still making blood money and money off this motherfucker and the crimes he committed and his poor victims there. Mark my words about Macaulay, guys. That's a good prediction. Maybe it's a good video. You know, Macaulay is a fruit. What do you think about that? Macaulay is a fruit. We should do that. We might hit up that video and see why he is. Right? And here you go, guys. This is why he is. We see what happened to him. All right. That's it. I think that's all I want to say about this, guys. There has been a great, successful 62-minute live stream on Escaping Neverland and a guilty or genius. And man, oh man, just looking through Wade again, guys. A little bit about Wade. But several notable artists did not work with Michael Jackson for various reasons, including creative differences, including conflicts or quirky studio habits. Okay. Prince, we all know that. Famous. Freddie Mercury, we all know that. I want to hear about Freddie real quick. Freddie Mercury abandoned because he's a little weird. Like, why would he not be able to stand Jackson? He's quirky. Freddie Mercury. Why would he's abandoned recording sessions with Jackson in the early 1980s? Mercury reportedly grew frustrated and left the studio because Jackson frequently brought his pet llama into the recording booth. Tupac Shakur was intended to collaborate with Jackson in the 90s, but the session fell apart when Jackson failed to show up in person, sending a request for Tupac to lay down vocals without him. Tupac viewed this as a disrespect and left. Madonna and Jackson considered a collaboration around the Bedtime Stories era, but discussions fell through due to creative clashes over the project's direction. All right, guys. Just reading a little more here. His last word before he died. Please give me some milk so that I can sleep. Just make me sleep. Doesn't matter what time I get up. Michael Jackson's last words were, please give me some milk so that I can sleep. And just make me sleep. Doesn't matter what time I get up. Wow. The fuck? Ooh, what are you... Michael Jackson's last words were, please give me some milk so that I can sleep. And just make me sleep. Doesn't matter what time I get up. He never got up. Wow, that's a little creepy, everybody. His last words. That's, okay. referring to the surgical anesthetic propofol that he desperately needed for his insomnia. All right, guys. So Jackson. Terrible, guys. A terrible situation. You know, Michael Jackson, you would say, made a lot of lives better. You know, you'd say Michael Jackson made my life better. You know, he got me through some hard times, him and his music. And, you know, guys, that is true. You know, that is really true. But he also destroyed a lot of lives. All right. And you see his kids and these people here that he, you know, hurt. They're fucking damaged goods. But yeah, so we came to the conclusion. We have it here. You see him here, you know, all alone. Probably, I'm not going to say anymore. I mean, I would getting a little disrespectful if I went any further, guys, because, you know, I would think I was already disrespecting your favorite child star of all time, Macaulay Culkin, calling him fruity, and that he lied to you this whole time about being a fruit. But that's another video I think I might do. Macaulay Culkin is a fruit. I might get a couple of clicks. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's end this stream. Nah, real viewers, man, he's not doing clickbait, guys. But if he wants to do that, he will. I don't like how everyone is denying him what's right in your face. You know, like Macaulay is a fruit. He's bisex. He's bi. He goes both ways. But nobody will tell you that. So, and it's because of this. Same thing with Wade, guys. Definitely probably frustrated with himself over, you know, doesn't know who he is really, right? All right. Yeah, I don't think there's anything more, guys, we can come to the conclusion or consider to sway us in the other opinion poll. But the opinion poll has spoken. The real reviewer audience has spoken. Yes, he is guilty. He's not a genius. Even with the Michael movie out, guys, don't be fooled. Don't be swayed. Thank you all for joining the 66-minute live stream. We are going all month long. It is a marathon. Eat, sleep, repeat until we get enough donations to keep the channel going. And or become the biggest movie reviewer/reviewer on YouTube, telling the truth. The Real Rant Reviewer thanks you. He loves you. Thank you, Scooby Flex 95, and everyone else who participated in this chat, live streaming in the poll. We're coming back, guys, in a few hours, maybe quicker. Got to charge the phone, recharge the brain,